Hey everyone, welcome to another one of these room tour. Today I am discussing my second favorite part of my entire collection. I'm speaking about my Asian cinema collection. It's still fairly small. I try to get more and more movies. I got a lot last year. Like this really grew in the last 2 years. Really getting into it's not just Asian horror, it's just Asian everything. There's some horror, there's some drama, there's a lot of different types of movies. So without further ado, let's get into my Asian film collection. Yes. Again, I am really sorry about the handheld cinematography. This might even be worse because, as you can see, it's in my my set corner, so it's gonna be difficult. They're all facing that way, so this might be a little problematic for this video. So I'm sorry in advance, and if everything falls, I really got to reorganize this part of my collection. Like, as you can see, everything's already falling. This is Takashi Miike's Visitor Q. In my opinion, one of the most underrated Takashi Miike film. This one is truly one of the weirdest, most absurd, hilarious, dark comedies ever made. Yes, everything is falling. I am aware of that. Iron Monkey. Yeah, really fun, very good martial arts film. Of course, presented by Tarantino. This is from the 90s. One of the most, I guess, mainstream of these super kung fu martial arts films. And now we're getting into the good stuff. School of the Holy Beast. Probably the best Japanese non-exploitation film. Also, probably the best non-exploitation film ever made, because non-exploitations films are not known to be very good. In my personal opinion, I don't really like them, but I do really enjoy this one. I think the Japanese had a better grasp at non-exploitation than the Italians did. Saint or Street John's Wort. It's this really I've never hear about this movie. I haven't watched it yet. It's just funny to me because The Asylum put out this DVD, so might be terrible, might not be that bad. I don't know. We'll see. It's from the same producers of Ringu. Ooh, that doesn't mean jack shit. Ultraman Series 1. This awesome Mill Creek retro Ultraman collection. Every episode of the first season of Ultraman, I've seen 3 episodes, and honestly, they're all the same. They're all the same film. the same show. Zatoichi, the new tale of Zatoichi, the third in the Zatoichi series. The tale of Zatoichi continues, the second one, and of course the first one, the one that started it all, the tale of Zatoichi. And I really got to do some gymnastics to get into this part of my collection, and this is gonna be a problem. So you know what, I think I'll change up this style of video. Right, this is gonna be a bit more difficult, but it'll get the job done. So alright, the Ring collection. This is an awesome release by Arrow Video. This has the entire trilogy of The Ring. Awesome little release. I really enjoy it. Yakuza's Law, anthology of Yakuza short films. It's not too bad, not my favorite, but it does go through the entire Yakuza history. It's pretty interesting film. Fury, a Vietnamese, I think, or Taiwanese action flick, a little fun modern Asian action film that came out from Go USA. Pretty fun. They've put out better, but this one's not too bad. Ninja Scroll, a classic anime, classic adult themed, violent anime. This slipcover is awesome. Under that, there is your typical normal little cover. Jackie Chan, Police Story 1 and Police Story 2. I think I talked about this movie enough in one of my updates, but I truly think this is the best of the best Asian action film. Two more recent Godzilla flicks, Godzilla, Mothra and King Ghidorah, Giant Monsters All-Out Attack, and Godzilla against Mechagodzilla. I think these are from the 2000s. Can't wait to watch them. The first Mothra, this awesome steelbook, really looks good on the shelf. The Dead or Alive Trilogy by Takashi Miike. I'm a big Takashi Miike fan. I really enjoyed the first one. I need to watch all of this series, but I did really enjoy the first one, although it's really nonsensical and very weird. The Devil's Feast, from Japan's Master of Dark Erotica. I really can't wait to watch this. This is probably gonna end up in the on the series of Dirty Spooky's Dirty Movie Corner. This is I think this is almost softcore porn, or that's what it is. Shogun Assassin. Recently watched this movie and it's incredible. As a 12-year-old boy, I would have loved this movie, and I still think this is awesome. This is all out. You could really see Tarantino's how he was inspired by this film. It's truly an amazing, awesome flick. Awesome action, awesome gore, very violent. Violent Cop, a film by Takeshi Kitano, also known as Beat Takashi. This is truly an amazing action flick. It's an action drama film. It's really underrated. I don't see enough people talking about this movie and how awesome it is. Got the DVD for like $12. I wish it was the Blu-ray, because honestly, this is an amazing, awesome movie. An Asian release of an Asian film. I wasn't sure what it was when I first bought it. I'm just like, yeah, let's fuck it, let's buy it. It's actually Ju-on the Grudge 2, so it's the sequel to Ju-on. Not the American remake, of course, but the Japanese original. I think this is like a Chinese release. This might be a bootleg. I don't know. And Takashi Miike, Yakuza Apocalypse, never seen it. Bought this DVD at the dollar store. Yeah. 3 Extremes 2. Again, bought this at the dollar store, which is always surprising seeing these in the dollar store. I think this is a Korean film. Yes, the guy that directed A Tale of Two Sisters. Yeah, awesome. So yeah, it's a Korean horror film. I do love me some Korean film, especially horror. This is a fun little action film. Honestly, the stunts are incredible. The movie itself is not that fascinating. Honestly, you're probably just watching this film for the fight scenes and the stunts, which they do show the bloopers. I say in quotation marks because they're not really funny. You see a lot of people hurt themselves. That's just what these types of movies are, but really a good film. Address Unknown from Tartan Video. I went to this flea market this summer and I bought a bunch of Asian films that you'll see following, but I think this is a war drama from Korea. Well, it's about the Korean War, so yeah, I think it's Korean. So yeah, a war drama from Korea. Not the type of films I usually watch, but like I said, I'm interested in any type of cinema. Anything works for me. I think this one's Japanese. It's Shikoku. Some things are better left dead. Yes. I love myself some Japanese ghost films. I think that's what this is. Again, I haven't seen it. It might be a little dramatic. Yeah. Where does it say where it's from? Yeah. So yeah, a little interesting. little flick. I can't wait to watch it. Dragon Inn, again, these are all from the same guy. I was just so surprised at how many Asian films he had. I think this one is about the it's like how do I say it? The Dynasty Warrior games are based on that. This might be it. China. I don't know. Really, I have no. Yeah, it's from China. It's probably a war drama again about the Dynasty Warrior era. Takashi Miike, the bird people in China. One of Takeshi Miike's more dramatic film. Again, I think this is a horrible reviews. Did make a video about the films of Takeshi Miike, and that was one of them. Pretty sure this is, it's a drama. It's more of a coming of age. Again, not really horror, not really cultish, but Takeshi Miike and looks very interesting. Akira, one of the most well-known anime films. Can't wait to watch it. I haven't seen it yet, but supposedly it's a masterpiece. Entrails of a Virgin. I talked about this movie enough in my Spooky's Dirty Movie Corner. Go watch that video if you haven't. It's a series that I make about porn, so it might not be for everyone. Witchboard, I think this is, it's Korean. It's, even though it came out from Tokyo Shock, I think it's Korean. No, this might be Japanese. Sorry guys, I haven't seen these movies yet, so I'm still learning. No, it's Korean. So it's Korean. It's Korean, but from Tokyo Shock, so that's kind of weird. And it's rattly because it's loose. But you could see, Media Blasters Winter 2006 catalog. So that's an old DVD. That might be why it's like broken. I haven't seen it yet. Can't wait to. Like I said, I love Korean horror films, especially ghosts. Human Lanterns from Shaw Brothers. This one is a heck of a fun time. I just love this one. It's so fun. It's one of these crazier Shaw Brothers film. Cursed Deaf Spirit. I think this is 3 short films, or at least 3 episodes from a TV show. Japanese. 3 short films: The Cursed Dolls, Spirit of the Dead, and The Haunted Inn. So again, Japanese ghost films. Japanese ghosts are so interesting. It might be even my first tattoo, but shh, don't say it. Sister Street Fighter, this awesome sequel to the Street Fighter. Really fun movie. I want to get the Blu-ray because this transfer is shit and it's also cut. Tokyo Gore Police, I talked in details about this film in the 2nd episode of my podcast, but if you haven't seen that podcast, which I won't blame you, not a lot of people saw it, but I love this movie. This movie knows exactly what it is, and it has fun with itself. Highly recommend it. Plus, come on, guys. She's gorgeous. Alright. Branded to Kill. Fun, really good action film. Some of you might see that some of these movies still have the price I paid on them. It's not because I like it, it's just because I don't want to damage anything. But no, Branded to Kill, that's a fun-ass movie. It stars, he recently passed away, rest in peace. What's his name? Come on. What's his name? I forgot about it. But it's a black and white action movie. It's from the director Seijun Suzuki. Really little fun movie. Not the best one, but a fun one. Wolf Guy, that one's a really fun one. It's from the 70s. It's some Japanese action, some Japanese exploitation. Came out from Arrow Video, so the transfer is going to be real good. It's a DVD and a Blu-ray, just in case you wanted to watch it on DVD. The Bloodthirsty Trilogy. I talked a little bit about these films in my second podcast. I do really enjoy these. they feel like British, like Hammer films, but they're Japanese. They're fairly short, so they're good. They're a good time waster, but they're really enjoyable. I still need to watch the third one, but I don't regret getting this this trilogy, the Bloodthirsty Trilogy, plus Arrow again. Such an incredible job with the transfers. These movies are not very well known, but Arrow treats them like they're masterpieces, which they're fun. They're fun. They're different. Like, I didn't expect them to be what they are. All of them directed by Miike Yamamoto. Low Life Love, I talked about this in my podcast. This is one of my favorite movies I've seen recently. It's about filmmaking, it's about indie filmmaking. It's really, really dark, but really, really funny. Just love this film. Plus, Third Window Films do a great job with their releases. There's some behind the scene, cast introductions, deleted scenes, music video. Yeah, some good stuff. I really do enjoy this movie. There's so many quotable lines. Such a great film. This one is also super fun. Love and Other Cults. Like, it's not the greatest movie ever, but it's a fun time. Like, it's a really fun time. It's this coming of age love story, kind of teenage love story, but with some really, really weird and over the top characters, and the Yakuza, and a goddamn Jaguar F-Type that looks amazing. Love Exposure. I haven't seen it yet, mainly because it's fucking 4 hours long, but honestly I've heard just some good things about them, again from horrible reviews. I would say go watch his videos, but he's been banned off YouTube because YouTube's are a bunch of pussies. He's now on Vimeo, and he's been re-uploading slowly but surely his entire catalog. Truly a great loss for this website, because he was honestly the best horror-centric YouTuber. The 36th Chamber of Shaolin, great little kung fu film, one of the most well-known, very, very fun, very, very good one of the best. King Kong vs. Godzilla, not a big fan of this one, honestly. Really. I like the fight scenes between Godzilla and King Kong, but there's just the rest of the movie just I don't feel like it's that good. The Villainous, another great modern action film from, of course, Korea. Such an incredible, amazing, I love this movie. This movie is like one of my favorite recent films ever. Sadly, I hope there was some more bonus. This movie is very, very well made. The action is really creative, very original. There's even a scene, I think, that John Wick 3 got inspired by, the motorcycle chasing scene. Great film. If you haven't seen it, like, what are you waiting for? Just go get it. Go buy it right now. Or rent it on YouTube. It's amazing. Speaking of classics, Enter the Dragon, Opération Dragon, with Bruce Lee, of course. Don't even have to say anything, you guys just know. Speaking of not even having to say anything, Art Boiled by John Woo. Just watch it if you haven't. Again, so many amazing movies. That's why I love Asian cinema. Like, I'm just pulling awesome movies after awesome movies. I Saw the Devil from Korea. Very long, worth every minute. This, now guys, this, you watch this right fucking, if you haven't seen this movie, you pause this fucking video, you go rent it, go buy it, do something, but go watch it. It's out of print, it really sucks, but it's one of the greatest movies ever made. Like this, that's what I call a thriller, a drama, a revenge film. Any of these words, this movie is the best at it. I fucking love this movie. Holy shit. And again, just classics after classics. Battle Royale. I can't oh, this movie is so fucking awesome. This is what inspired our watered down PG-13, you know, that Katniss Evergreen, that shitty fucking teen book franchise that turned into a shitty teen movie franchise, not To Kill a Mockingbird. You know what I mean. You know. The Raid 2, the Raid 1 was incredible. The Raid 2 is like the Raid 1, but with a story, and it's also fucking amazing. It's one of the best action movies. From when did it come out? 2013. I dare you to find me a better action film from 2013. I'll just make sure The Villainous didn't come out in 2013. That came out in 2017. I dare you to find me a better action film from 2013 than The Raid 2. And I double dare you to find me a better American action film from 2013 than The Raid 2. We're just going on and on and on with fucking classics. Oh my god. Guys, Female Prisoner Scorpion is probably my favorite Japanese series. This is truly 4 of the best Japanese films ever made. Some of the finest films ever made. They're so incredible. The cinematography, the music, the acting, the directing, the whole like almost theatrical play feel the main character played by Miike Kaji, which is of course the most beautiful woman on earth, like right up there, and right after her there's Laura Gemser, but in my opinion she's a slightly better looking. She's this edition, by the way, is incredible. A hard book cover, and I also have the Miike Kaji book by Arrow Book, a poster, and the 4 first films. This is Grudge Song. I don't want to ruin the order. Be Stable. Just look at these covers. They're all genuinely great pieces of art. Jailhouse 41. And the first one, which is still probably my favorite, I think Scorpion. Such, like, the first one is amazing. They're all good. They're all really good. First one and Beast Stable, I think, are my 2 favorites. They're so amazing. But they're all incredible. If you haven't heard of them, seen these movies, like, I highly recommend. Even if you're not into Japanese cinema, like, these movies are just such amazing pieces of art. Like, they were made as straight up exploitation, but they turned into classic great films. Another series starring Miike Kaji, Stray Cat Rock. This is again Arrow. Arrow do such a good job. Holy shit, is it like their releases are also like pieces of art. Such an incredible. I usually don't open the box sets in these videos, but I just wanted to show you these 2. They're some of the greatest releases I have. And Stray Cat Rock, it's a good franchise. I haven't seen as many. I just don't like it as much as like Female Prisoner Scorpion, but I still really enjoyed I think I watched the 3 first ones, so I still have Machine Animal and Beat 71 to watch. I guess this is my Miike Kaji corner, because Lady Snowblood, again, this really inspired Tarantino for Kill Bill. Lucy Liu's character is heavily inspired by Lady Snowblood, and this is the first one, and Love Song of Vengeance, which the theme song I have on my phone and I listen to a lot. Sung by Miike Kaji, such a multi-talented woman. I love her. I want to marry her, but I think she's in her like 60s or 70s, so I'm not into older woman. Blind Woman's Curse, the first starring role for Miike Kaji, a samurai revenge film, again, kind of like Lady Snowblood, not as good, but still very good, and it's from the same director of Yakuza's Law, which you've seen earlier in this video. Now we're getting into my little Takashi Miike corner. Black Society Trilogy, Shinjuku Triad Society, Rainy Dog, and Late Lions. I've watched all of them. I enjoyed all of them. The first one is obviously, obviously, Shinjuku Triad Society is the more complex, the more drama, the more, in my opinion, it's the best one of the trilogy. But they're all pretty good, and they're all dramas. They're all Japanese dramas. They're really, really, really. They're not like happy-go-lucky films, which shouldn't surprise you because Takashi Miike doesn't really do happy-go-lucky. Well, he does some. There's some of them are fun. Sorry. Some of them are fun. Audition is not one of them. It's fun to watch, but the themes, the context of the film is it's a kind of disturbing. A lot of people call it one of the most disturbing film. Don't really agree. It's a good one. Not Takeshi Miike's best. It's his more well known, but it's not his best, in my opinion. Ichi the Killer, great film. That's why I'm saying like he doesn't really do happy-go-lucky, but like this one's a comedy and Visitor Q is a really good comedy. So Takashi Ichi the Killer it's hilarious. It's a very gore, very violent, but in a fun way. And one of his most recent ones, this awesome steelbook from Arrow Video, Blade of the Immortal. I love this movie. I saw it in the theaters when it came out. It's the it's the samurai film. It's modern as in it came out recently, and it's gory, violent, very good one. Let's get into the DVDs. Hey guys, so basically I've just been talking too much. I just did a podcast. I just talked way too much about these Asian films. So what I'll do is I'll take a little break and we'll see each other in part 2 of this DVD collection. So see you guys next time.